Alright. So I don't have anything else.
Damn.
Oh.
That felt good.
Oh.
Your heart's pounding nicely.
Oh, okay.
Tell people to fuck off more often.
Kim, I think you should tell people to F off more often. It felt really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
That's the spirit. Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Best flamethrower in the game.
Looking for something hot? Oh, not much anymore. Apples. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Kim. Oh, okay.
Faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
Someone has a shot. Cops should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Oh, wait for the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Okay, what do you think about it?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Alright. So, our only real choice now is to just save Scum in order to get even more.
Just an ordinary war.
In order to get even more chances to, Alright.
You're back. Good. Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of... I haven't...
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a... The boat? It's a pleasure craft. A 19... My sloop?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain. Qualified pleasure craft operator.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, the other time I would have finished the race, why wouldn't it be? This is good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is all of this?
What world?
The camera of her mind.
Great bodies of water.
A free zone.
The world is a suzerainty
Shivers.
of Revachol.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it. Elysium. It
Yes.
does. A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the petro-fascist. Oh, great things are difficult.
Size,
We
okay.
used to think it was...
ORG. Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a
Alright.
steadily in-
Dark
Yes.
Ray Corona.
A cold fear seeps into you.
Hey,
They
move
say
that.
that- I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the...
The rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the planet was sort of our plan. If we were still living on the
Scientific
planet.
Positivism isn't entirely... But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, you have misimagined it. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very...
I would say it's disco.
Every...
The
Wow.
cold seeps into you. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
What are you?
I am not is a basic term of reality.
Pale.
Pale is
What's
not-
pale?
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try
What is the
something else.
pale?
I don't think you're... Let's continue with something else.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here. Unless you can convince him to step
Jeez,
aside.
okay,
That would be
fine.
resistance.
Jeez, Kim. Can't believe this is a goddamn side quest. Okay, so I have to earn his trust so he can step away so he can top with the pale. That's weird. Alright, let's see.
The streets will flow red once more.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
We just want to know your name, little lady. Don't get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
Ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and find someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
What are you looking at?
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Yeah, I don't like her either.
Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Watch your back, ungulate.
This coin-operated viewer is facing the metal feels cold and wet. A thick under the graffiti around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever.
Okay, so obviously we talked to a witness, we can have a better chance at doing this, but we need to find a way to pass the time to do that.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of...
Lousy. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
They're fucking Ross. I'm not really clear about that. So what I was trying to do earlier was try to initiate another side quest where we could talk and link the Hardys to some drug trading operations, but we can't do that apparently because we missed the side quest. So we've lost out on one more piece of evidence we can use to boost our authority, which means that our only real chance now is to make some...
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Alright, sell.
Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Jean-Baptiste's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ungrateful here.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
That's all I wanted to know with the pin, thanks.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Some of my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And certainly not
Some
anything else
right.
you're thinking of selling. Another time, perhaps.
Oh boy. Gotta find a way to make more money. Gotta find a way to make money in this day and age. Alright then, make some money.
A small mountain of colorful...
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
So now we have to try a way to find get Ken to play this. So let's open it up. We're all.
The face of King Freecell smiles at you. For some reason, The suzerainty box is heavy.
We already played suzerain, so we can't do that again.
Large letters on the front.
Down the box.
Underneath the title.
Shake the box.
None of that witless
Look at the box.
Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination.
Click on this challenge.
Exactly. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low level.
Open the box.
You pry open the box.
Get the map.
It doesn't seem to
Look at the booklets. Read about the Welkin.
The Welkin come.
Read about the Zwergar. Humans, fairy folk, pygmies,
of the Wirral races. It's
die.
made from some sort of wood. You
They
place
die.
the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on you. You
That's a
see
figurine.
Huh. Interesting. A communal.
What's worse about it?
The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone is playing. Good luck finding people who'd want to play as communal.
You pick the figurine up by the base. A colorful box with the title Wirral in bold letters. It's a board game. You pry open the box. In a colorful box with a you pry open the box. A quick guide. The options are in you stuff it back. A colorful box. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush.
Okay. 42% visual calculus is better than nothing.
The tire tracks
All right.
here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then it slid straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
Then what happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping
Damn it,
before hitting
sorry.
the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
This is where I started off with my motor carriage for sinking the sea.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was...
Yeah, that explains everything, every issue you have so far.
You did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
I think I got it. Why is this still here?
What do you see?
How do you think these are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How you know?
Last week's forecast for coastal Ravachol. 7 days below freezing.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
So everything happened here.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy boys.
8 tracks with 7 Hardys. Love Harris moment, Joy.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our old soul.
So this is what happened to Odd Soul.
The Hardys are going to tell us who this person is.
No, they won't. Anyway.
An intricate web of blue light. It's still kind of gone for you to discover. An intricate web. It's still kind of gone for you to discover. The note is written with someone has you find someone has you find the filament memory with someone has scribbled. You find the filament memory.
It belongs inside a radio computer.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held. Arson, petty theft. The notebook is, judging by the creases on your forehead and the... Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Alright, read the case file. So I have to do that in order to get the ability to pass time, which means I need to
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Can I read it now?
It's proving to be harder than expected.
Alright. Now, sorry about this, everyone, but I really just need to pass the time because there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else for me to do. Because I have no other options for making significant progress.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers. It's proving to be... It's the ledger you found in the trash. It's proving to... It's the ledger you found in the trash. It's proving to be... It's the ledger you found in the trash. Yes, you can piece them together.
Alright, got it.
Using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700. The next world mural.
Weren't those Officer Precinct?
Why, yes. Your precinct number is 41.
And HDB.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Great. So it doesn't matter what order we find these. We can get this stuff before we even... Alright.
HDB.
Okay. So, now I can just skip time by reading all our case files.
This one, the mural, true love, people, the graffiti, the case files, the crew, the nine, a stagger in any. This one is the mural, true people, the graffito crew, the case file, the crew agrees. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jet, a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us. No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you... AKA, you were so... Leslie, the only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypass, you would think that. Threatening. It's plain to see from the files that you... No, that's Berg. He must have in the process killed them. He came at her, can't get out, which is also why it would be. That's all. Toxicology, who knows? Those pages are missing. Some assholes brought their couch outside and they were leaving cigarette butts, coffee cups.
All right.
Stupid couch. You had to clean. No, you didn't have time for that. The murder. Tum tum tum. Beaten to death. Joseph Mills didn't get off the... No, he was all... Okay, so the case is handed to you. No, yeah, no one in Mills has... See? You can't even read the thing without solving. Yeah. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't. Not much has changed in the...
Read a case file.
Half an hour. AKA Leslie and...
Alright.
AKA you were so... Leslie with the only way for Leslie. You would think threatening. It's plain to see from the files that you... No. He must have in the process killed them. He came out, can't get out, which is also why the
okay, Dicky. Alright, now we're alright. And we maxed out Cop the Apocalypse's thoughts. Nice.
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no, the event will belong to a genre of cataclysm. no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, and how, you don't know. All you know is, you're not joking around.
Alright, so the best thing about Cop the Apocalypse is that every time we smoke now, every time we use pyrohelium now, we'll get +2 psyche permanently. As well as the fact that because our learning cap for Shivers is increased by 1, it's explicitly a red cap that increases our ability to get more, increase our ability to get more psyche. So we're gonna go with sure. Alright, next up on the list we're going to go to that interview. And permanently raise our stat boosts. We're going to interview and boost our authority and our rank. So the idea behind using drugs is that you can permanently increase your skill points. Over light glow, here at the distinct traffic lights flying the city. Gold skill bars. Okay, now I can talk to the witness.
John Marie, you found me.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
We found a key hidden under the stone. Was it yours?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not trying to make things right. I'm trying to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Very well. I'll talk to him first and I'll talk to you. Is there any questions?
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
But I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
He's right.
You have a very good point, sir.
Boozers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club. Music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Alright, go then.
Take care, alright?
No problem. Let's go, Kim. We have to interview your Sunday friend.
Right after you.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. Anyway. All that gave me about 90 skill points. That's pretty nice. Hello, Sunday friend.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sur-Lac. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hello, Mr. Valjean. Let's get started.
Of course. Let me just say it has been an emotional week for me.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is just the brave one looking for.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Alright, start from the game if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night.
I understand that completely, sir. Believe me. I'm just happy to get to meet you.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely
Man.
comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Alright, I'm not going to describe the victim, this is important. How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Wearing them huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened next, sir?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Quiet, Half-Light.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Alright, what happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Sir, what are you talking about? That makes no sense.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was
fucking great.
There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
That does seem strange now as you explained yourself, yes.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
So you didn't actually witness the...
wasn't the break you were hoping for.
So it seems.
I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What are you doing Mark Nice, actually?
The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
So you're a bureaucrat?
Yes. As I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
So what is this community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
So I call it a coalition.
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration. Well, you could say I'm undoing some... It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining which is essential.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just, but not too far below. The coalition believes in the import a sound money. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on. It's the but of course. Well, do you value freedom?
Me?
Are you a moralist, Kim?
Managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM.
A very moralist answer.
But what's a normal, stable
The
world?
Occident is part of the normal.
Doesn't seem normal, stable to me. What would the rest of Revachol?
Revachol is generous, but they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
It's like every time I'm talking to people, we choose option D, not the above. Is that moralism?
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
I think that's communism, the communism pick.
Full autonomy is important, I agree. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence,
There are more.
Seems bad.
but of
Alright.
course. Well,
Am I a
do you
moralist?
value freedom?
Are you a moralist?
I'm a lieutenant.
A very moralist answer. The Occident is Martinez,
like a
Revachol is,
whole-
but they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
It's the most boring
Not
one.
boring, my friend. Moralism. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude.
Alright.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask? What's
So
there
the
to say?
chef.
Moreover, it is a great spot.
Darling.
A great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone.
Not business.
whatever you wish.
You talk about your friend,
My friend.
Kedra.
That it's never going to happen.
Epis thing.
They end it's
Gold
one.
in
Kedra's an
between.
emerging market, but it still has a long way
Well,
to
who
go.
is he?
Who? But I told you, officer.
What's his real name?
You have. He's deeply in He's a truly free
Hearts.
spirit. She like.
Alright, so that's mine.
Officer.
That's
And
it for me.
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Thanks for heads up. The worker's done.
I'm sorry.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal,
Yeah.
reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's me, Mr. Reasonable. So let's keep it the same right here.
The air suddenly felt it's time to become a citizen.
Let's opt in.
Remember, real democracy is just a...
Guess I can't fast travel from here for some reason. Oh well. Now I get my badge back. Sorry for the cutting skipping. I just really want to get this over with. Man. There you go. Yeah, it's hilarious and messed up. Okay, so let's go get my gun in the fisherman's shack. Come on, Harry. Man. Well, I didn't meet him yet. No, I didn't say anything about that. I don't think he's a... Well, I think... I didn't meet him. Shoot. Yeah, no. I like it so far. It's a little... far.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Alright, finally.
Show me your hands. This is the pace. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged,
Yeesh.
police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Pretty much. Please take it easy, ma'am.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
We need to calm down. We just need to talk to you.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper.
This is hilarious, but it's also really terrifying.
Blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad.
Max out my composure.
Steady your breathing. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
Time to take my gun.
Alright, here's how we do it. As soon as that gun isn't pointed at you again, you dash right. Then immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel. Right one breaks the wrist.
Guy, hand-eye coordination.
Fingers locked behind her head. Knee to the face. Knee to the face. Crush the ribcage.
Jesus Christ, what is this, Yakuza?
A drop of sweat runs down your nose, and in it you see the Martinez Inlet, wrapped in the night. In the abandoned fish market, 3 figures standing in a spectacular light show. A large, loud woman is pointing an empty firearm at the other 2. She doesn't want to listen.
My God, it's not loaded. The gun isn't loaded.
This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. Police have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now.
No one
Alright.
ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Oh, woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around.
I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside...
What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Understood.
I've had disturbances similar to this before. Many cause, but never this bad.
So we just arrest her.
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Titus sounds like the man for the job.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out.
Please, leave the radio on.
She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. Is one of those things a police cap? She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
Oh, I think so.
Lieutenant nods. Someone has left an unidentifiable article. The cloth, it's streaked.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. It's a guano encrusted.
A metal paper. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
We'll check that out later. You know what's gonna happen next, guys.